guys, it's Tika and welcome back to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post a new delicious video. How is everybody doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're happy, safe, social distancing, okay? I know this is like really hard for a lot of you, but we do have some good news. Like recently we found out that Bleach is coming back out again and I am ecstatic. Like I can't even tell you. I don't think it comes out until next year, but I'm still like really excited. Right when I found out, I had just finished working on a couple of projects, something that I have been wanting to do for a long time, and a lot of you guys over on Instagram saw them and you loved them. Thank you so much for the love, by the way, and you wanted me to share with you guys how I did it. So today I'm going to show you how I put together some of my bleached theme cookies. Today I'm going to show you the Ichigo set, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a couple of cookies. I'm using the same cookie recipe that I always use, and I just cut these out with a knife. The next thing that you're going to need is some black and white royal icing, a scribe tool, and you might need a little brush as well, and you're also going to need some edible markers. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take a blank cookie and I am going to pull out my projector, and using the Lolita app, I'm going to pick out an image that I want to project onto my cookies. And once I've gotten that all positioned and situated, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take one of these edible markers, and I'm using this little orange one. You might want to use yellow, but I am using an orange edible marker. So I am going to start by tracing most of this image onto this cookie. I like to kind of do this first because it acts as sort of a blueprint. So I know certain areas that I might actually just want to go over with an edible marker later on once I have put on my royal icing and it's set. So this is really important to me, and I really like to take my time and I just make sure that I'm really figuring out like what I want to do, what areas I really want to add bold lines to, and what areas I kind of want to hold off for with my marker so that I can keep everything looking nice and authentic to this image. So once I have finished drawing my image, I am going to go ahead and take some black royal icing, and then I am going to start outlining some of these areas. So this black royal icing is actually about a 15-second consistency, and it has like the tiniest little hole cut in the top. This is definitely a tipless situation, and I am just going to gradually outline this cookie. Some areas you see I won't actually outline, but you'll see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to fill in some of these areas that I want to be completely jet black. And then I'm going to let this dry for a couple of hours. So I'm going to move on to the next section, and I'm sorry this is so fast. I'm still trying to figure out my camera, but I am just outlining and filling this area outside of Ichigo with some white royal icing. This is about a 10-second consistency royal icing, and I am just using my scribe tool to drag that icing into all these little nooks and crannies to fill him in. And I'm letting it dry for a couple of hours in between each section until I have completely filled in Ichigo's face. Now I know this looks bad, like it looks really weird, but we are actually going to let this dry overnight because the next part of this is us going over it with an edible marker. And in order to do that, the surface has to be really stiff. So I am just adjusting the picture here with my projector again and using this really great edible marker. It's double-sided with a fine side and like a regular sized marker. And I am just going to fill in all of Ichigo's fine details. And there we go. I think he looks Amazing. So now we finished up Ichigo. I am just going to do his name cookie, and it's really simple. It's just a white cookie. I'm writing Ichigo Kurosaki on it. The last thing I'm going to do is Ichigo's Zanpakuto. I am starting out with the fine end of my edible marker, and I'm just making the handle. And then using some royal icing, I'm going to fill in the black portion of his blade. I'm just going to finish the blade with an edible marker. And I am going to write the word Sangetsu on the side using that same fine point of my edible marker. And that is the end of this set. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial of how I made my Ichigo manga cookie sets. And if you have any questions or comments, or if this is something that you're actually interested in seeing and you'd like to see more, please leave all of that below. I would love to hear from you. And as always, stay happy and safe and stay in house. Love you. Bye guys.